Hello everyone, Whippy here with a tutorial on how to add a basic item to your mod. This code will be very similar to the block code, but it's still important to know the differences. First of all, create a new package for items, which is a package which will obviously contain all of your item code. Then right click, new class, and call it mod items. This will be a public final class which needs a single method, which is public static void init. And now we need to format this a little bit and make sure this init method gets called from the pre-init. To do that, add the code mod items.init in the pre-init method, and then of course import mod items using Ctrl+Shift+O, and save this file as well. Now you will have to add an item object into this class. It will be a public static item, and the item variable name will be orange item, and then a semicolon on the end. Then make sure to import item. Make sure you get the net.minecraft.item version and not any of the other two, or it will not work. Now in the init method, add orange item equals new item orange, and a semicolon on the end, of course. Now it doesn't really matter which name you use for this class, but it's generally a good idea to use item or block followed by the item or block name. You don't have to do this. For example, Martijn used orange block, but I personally prefer block orange, or in this case item orange. So now hover over it and click create class item orange, and then finish. Now format this so it looks good, and then save it. Next, create a public item orange constructor, which will contain a lot of important code for your item. First of all, set unlocalized name, which is exactly the same as set block name, only for items. As you can see right here in orange block, it is constant.modID underscore name. And to do that, we will first need to create the name variable, which is a private string name, and in this case this will be item orange with a semicolon on the end, of course. So constants.modID plus an underscore plus name, and then again a semicolon. One difference you can see is that public orange block starts with a super constructor. You don't need that in the item, because the constructor for an item is without any parameters, and that's always added by default, so you don't need that right here. Next, just like in the orange block, we need set creative tab, and that is exactly the same for items. Set creative tabs dot tab material, and finally game registry dot register item, this space name, and a semicolon. So that's everything for a basic item. If you start the game right now, you will see that the item has a strange name and a black and purple square texture, which are two things we'll fix in the next tutorial. And that's about it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video.